4 things not to do this month of Ramadan. Last year, I shared a video about 5 tips to make your month of Ramadan better. This year, I would like to share with you 4 things not to do this month of Ramadan in order to make it better. The idea for this came to me when I once heard Sheikh Khalil Jafar's lecture, in which he mentioned that in all other acts of worship, we are doing something. But in fasting, we are not doing something. So in prayers, for example, we are doing something. In Hajj, we go and perform something. In Khums, we are giving something. But in the month of Ramadan, in the state of fasting, we are not doing something. Not eating, not drinking, not lying, hopefully not complaining. So Insha'Allah, we can follow these 4 things of not doing something to peel off some layers of distractions and certain habits to make this month of Ramadan a little bit better for us. Tip number 1, don't recite dua. Now you may be wondering, what are you talking about? This is the month of asking dua, and that's exactly what it is. It's a month of asking dua, not reading dua, not reciting dua. Du'as are meant to be asked. They should come from the heart. And if we are using the words of the Ahlul Bayt, we need to understand what we're saying. The other day I was training one of my students to recite or read Dua Iftitah, and she told me, my mom wants me to be able to recite like a bather. We want to recite dua in a tune, we want to make it sound beautiful, and those kinds of recitations fulfill that purpose alone. They stay at mosque, everyone gives you a pat in the back, and no one benefits from it, because all you did was read a bunch of words that you did not understand. When what you ask for comes from your heart, it is more meaningful, it will automatically be beautiful, and it is going to be beneficial to you and to people around you. I once heard from a scholar that unlike reciting Quran, reciting dua without meaning or understanding has no benefit at all. When it comes to reading the Quran, you get the benefits for just reading the divine words of Allah as they touch the heart. And the least you get is the thawab for reading it. Not so with dua. Therefore, this month of Ramadan, don't recite dua, don't read dua, but rather ask dua. Make dua. Number 2, don't waste. The purpose of the month of Ramadan is to become more God conscious. However, it seems our purpose revolves around food and social hangouts. Both of these are important, yet wasteful in excess. This year, take an extra second or 2 to take a good look at the food on your plate before you throw it in the trash can, or a good look at the time you spend when you're around people in social hangouts, unproductive social gatherings. Then ask yourself, is what I am doing considered wasteful? If your answer is yes, you know better not to do it. I'm not going to go into the statistics of how much food is wasted in the month of Ramadan in our masajid and in the Muslim world in general. You can look that up yourself or consult your local center. Same goes with the time. If we become more conscious of what kinds of social gatherings we're attending and what kinds of discussions we're indulging in those gatherings, we will realize how much time we're wasting in this month, whereby every second is precious. The Holy Prophet, in his sermon for the month of Ramadan, mentions that this is the month in which its hours are the best of hours. Therefore, this month of Ramadan, let us be more conscious of God and of what we consume, both in terms of the food we eat and the time we spend. Number 3, don't hold back. This is the month of giving, so don't hold back from giving yourself in service, be it donations towards the smooth running of the programs in the center, or volunteering your time by serving or cleaning up after the program. Approach the organizers of your local center and ask them how you can help. This is also the month of mercy and forgiveness, so don't hold back from being grateful for having been given the opportunity to once again witness this holy month. Don't hold back from seeking forgiveness or being forgiving towards others. Whatever differences you may have had with people prior to this, make sure that you seek forgiveness and accept apologies before entering this holy month. Approach people at your center that you don't often sit with or talk to and get to know them instead of just having your own cliques. All the blessings in this month are multiplied, so don't miss out on the compound rewards and don't hold back from contributing in any way that you can. Number 4, don't be yourself. The Holy Prophet in his sermon for the month of Ramadan mentions that whoever improves his manners and personality during this month will have a safe passage on the bridge to heaven on the day when people's feet will slip. And whoever abstains from harming others, Allah will abstain his wrath from him on the day he meets him. Whoever connects his ties of kinship in this month, Allah will connect him to his mercy on the day that he meets him. So, abstain from being hangry, gossiping about others, or complaining in this month. The holy month of Ramadan provides us with a sort of boot camp, giving us intense moral training. And we know that any bad deed that we perform in this month is going to spoil our record of fasting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So go through a great lengths to be in the best of behaviors. Therefore, don't be yourself. Be an improved version of yourself. Insha'Allah, I hope these tips are useful for both you and especially myself. And Insha'Allah, we're able to not do these things in order to make our month of Ramadan better this year. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fasting and our prayers in this month, and please let us not forget our fellow brothers and sisters around the world who are suffering. May Allah ease their suffering and bring peace and justice in this world. Ameen.
Well, we've scanned the sky and we've sighted the moon, and we welcome the month of Ramadan, when we'll fast together for Allah to help and strengthen our iman. Well, we've scanned the sky and we've sighted the moon, and we welcome the month of Ramadan.